who has that first spiritual experience they'd like to share with the rest of us?
What does it mean when someone has more spiritual experiences during waking reality opposed to dream time?
In other words, when they spend more time.
When people have more spiritual experiences while they're awake in waking reality, like now, opposed to when they're sleeping or dreaming.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because if you're dreaming and you see extraterrestrials, for example, and you see them repetitively, that means they're about to manifest. Do you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Usually when that happens, whatever it is that you typically dream about is about to manifest in a tangible form. Probably 3D for you. You know? All right. Who here can name the planets arranged in order from the sun? We just want to see who's been paying attention.
Mercury, Earth, Venus, Mars. I hope I'm doing this right. Mercury, Earth,
No,
Mars.
Mercury, Venus. You had it right first.
Yeah, no.
Mercury, Venus, Earth.
Mercury, Earth, Mars, Venus.
No. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Take your time.
Jupiter, Saturn.
Just see them in your mind.
Yeah, no, I meant.
No.
Yeah.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
Mars.
Who else want to try it right now? Watch. Don't feel like you're under pressure. Neptune and Pluto. Who can recite it a little clearer? You did it right, though. You said it. You said Mercury, Venus, Earth,
Mars, Jupiter.
You said Mercury, Venus.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars.
Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
And Pluto. Exactly. It's Mercury, Venus, Earth. Now, you got it right. Sky, you got it right. And so did you, Cheryl, you got it right. Okay. Who can explain Vesica Pisces to us? Rahubat, who can explain Vesica Pisces to us?
I can.
All right.
Vesica Pisces is when the Earth starts to split. And the Earth is splitting.
Okay, but people might think that means it's split down the middle like an apple. That's when, let me try to clarify. And you're right in what you said, but I want to add to it. It's when the Earth is raising up in vibrations, like the Schumann resonance is raising up, and the spiritual aspect of the planet is taking everything that's aligned spiritually up into that frequency of that vibration, creating another whole Earth on a higher frequency. And then it starts to pull away from the physical aspect of the three-dimensional solids, liquids, and gases Earth that'll be left behind, and move on up into a five-dimensional reality, or the new heaven and the new Earth. Anybody have questions about that? This class is designed to reveal to you all which disciples are growing fastest, right? Now, and I know that you all will be a good arbiter and a truthful arbiter. All right. Now, who said this quote? You're not going anywhere till you learn OBE. To go out of your body on your own.
Malachi.
All right. That's right. Now, let me see. Among us, name those that you think are more advanced in OBE and out-of-body experiences. Name them by name. Who?
I said stop.
Okay, wait a minute. What you said? I didn't hear those names. Say the first one.
Rahubat, this is Ryan.
Rahubat, Ryan. Glad you're here. Okay, could y'all take your time and name the first name that y'all think is more advanced or has the most OBEs?
He put Amun and you.
Oh, thank you.
Who's you? You gotta say the name.
Amun, the Messiah.
Amun.
Well, that's true too. But I mean, there's some y'all not being. Yeah, you said okay.
Would be my first one.
There you go. That's right. Let's tell it. Let's just be. Let's be serious here.
But I know you didn't hear me. I said first.
I love you. There you go.
Right,
okay.
right, yeah.
So, Kiefer, Anukas, and I have them too, and also Gatat, right? He has them.
Me too.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. Maror. Okay.
And did Sky have one?
One? Who?
Did Sky experience that?
Yes, she has them. She has them. But you all didn't mention her. She does have.
I said Star Movie.
No. OBE.
OB.
Out of body experiences. Yeah. Now I'm asking. Yes, Sky is among in that number 2. Now I'm asking, who has the best ability to move stars among the disciples? I'm not included in this test here.
I think
We are.
Okay. But there's some people, y'all don't be afraid to answer the question.
I would say the Nukas.
It's a
Okay.
brother.
I mean, all of us
Anuka.
got a winning board time. Yeah, we all do.
And
Make a mind link with us to move the stars.
Hotep and Ptah.
The brother that's
Yeah,
talking now.
Ptah was good.
Maror. I said Maror.
As well as
good.
Cat.
Kim.
We all in the same.
Kim was good.
Moving the stars, I think it's one line to move
And
the stars.
Oscar, too.
Yeah. You see, what I'm trying to say is I want to reveal to you all in the group. Please do your phone. I want to reveal to you all who it is that's most proficient at what spiritual exercise. Who's most proficient? So you can hold them up as examples to follow. Right?
Right.
Okay. Who has seen their own aura in this class?
I have.
I have.
Okay. You gotta call your names when you say.
Maror. I seen.
Ryan, I have.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, because I know there's a lot. How many of you all have seen me completely disappear by raising up my frequencies?
This is Anuka's eye right in front of my face.
That I have.
The Tat, you have. Yeah. Harry, haven't you seen that? Okay. All right. Who has received healing, spiritual healings through this mission?
I have. This is all.
Give me the name.
Ryan, I have.
Okay. Okay.
Eva.
Maror.
Maror. Okay.
Ryan.
Okay. What about Keith?
I said Keith. I said me.
Okay. And this, we didn't hear Miss Carr, right?
Kim.
Kim, yes. Miss Carr, are you here?
Yeah, not with me. I said it's
Yeah. All right.
Cheryl.
Who could describe the new heaven and the new heaven and the earth from a biblical perspective?
Mute your phones, please.
Thank you. There will be a new heaven and a new earth, for the former things will have passed away. Yes. And there's something to do with physical crisis.
Yeah.
Can somebody answer the question? Please. Is there such thing as matter?
No, there's not.
There is not.
No.
Anybody that don't know that, please ask and I'll explain it, reveal it, and prove it. There is no physical matter. There is no out there. There's no self in the physical sense. You're not touching anything with your hands. Even in the physical sense, and you can look this up, please mute your phone. I'm talking about people. Whoever. Okay, thank you. I'm not talking about. Okay, scientifically, when you touch another person on the arm, for example, there is a vibrating layer of electrons that are between you and the other person's body. So you never have actually touched a person. You understand what I mean? It's like when you think it's touch, it's like making love with a rope elastic. You're not really actually contacting one another. Do you understand what I'm saying? But even deeper than that, there is no matter. There is no physical matter. Okay. What are we all made of? Let me just call on some people right here.
Atoms, electrons.
Even past that.
Energy.
Even higher than that. Even higher than that.
Consciousness.
Consciousness?
That's right. Who said that?
Yeah.
Consciousness.
Who said consciousness? Okay.
Brother said it first.
Yes.
I did, Ryan. I
We'll
did.
create a
Brother said it
consciousness.
first.
Yes. All right. Who can name the 7 primary colors?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, violet.
Does everybody agree with that?
I don't think violet is one of them.
Violet is the last one on the spectrum.
Yes.
Oh,
You all know that yellow, red, and blue are definitely primary colors. Because green is a combination of blue and yellow.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Who writes the most testimonies? How when y'all read the post, who's always writing testimonies on there all the time?
Anukas and
Kifa and
and
Anukas.
Patah.
That's right. Anukas first and who?
Kifa.
Kifa and Patah.
That's right, Kifa. Patah, not that frequently, but he does write. Okay. Somebody explain to me, Patah, explain to me what is gravity?
Like a planet that, or anything that has.
Who has that noise in the background? Yeah, I'm sorry, son.
Yeah, when an object that has mass, like a sun, it starts to bend the fabric of space and time, and other objects start to gravitate toward it.
Start to fall toward it, right?
Yeah.
What he's saying is that space is like a fabric, and all objects that apparently have matter, weight, in density. Because of the space they occupy, they warp the space that they're in. And as they travel, for example, in an orbit around the sun, they warp the space as they approach it. And all smaller objects fall into that warp. And it appears that they're being attracted to the object, but they're just falling toward it because of the warp space. Everybody understand that?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you don't, this is a question and answer. If you don't understand it, ask.
Please explain that more.
Okay, because see what it is some people think it's like a magnet in the center of the earth pulling everything down when it goes up. It's not. It's when space is warped by weight and mass, or the illusion of it. You know what warp is? It's just like if you take a hotel sheet that's square and 4 people get on each corner and pull it real tight. Then you take a bowling ball and roll it around the sheet. While the bowling ball is rolling, somebody else take a box of BBs and put the BB gun and pour them on the sheet. Everywhere the ball rolls, the BB's gonna follow it. You see that?
Sure.
And people that live on the bowling ball gonna think that it's something inside the earth pulling. What goes up must come down. But everywhere the ball rolls, these little things follow it and fall down like meteorites. They all fall down to it. See, nothing can fall on Earth because Earth itself is not lying at the foundation of creation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Earth itself is not up or down, left or right. It is. It's just suspended in consciousness. Right? It's just like when you all say, I'm going to move a star. And I tell you, okay, I see it. And I make sure you know I see it because when I'm moving it with you, it'll drop down, some drop, and I'll tell you exactly what it's doing so you all can see. We're looking at the same object. But you don't have to tell me it's northwest or this, that, or the other because it doesn't matter where it is to you from your perspective on the ground. When you're looking up, or it's over there to the left of this and the right of that. Because I can see what you're seeing with one mind. It doesn't have any spatial proximity. Are you following me? Can everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you don't, it's important that we understand these things. And Ryan, did you get clarity on gravity?
Tua.
All right. All right. Now, who's posting up the most media posts of the disciples in class?
I would say Pata and Katat and Kifa.
Yeah, Keeper posts up a lot of them. It's true. Yeah. You see Pata and Katat posting up our post. I see Katat posting up some of our posts. I see Salahuddin posting up some of our posts. You see Pata? Okay, good. So that means we got a lot of work to do on posting up posts, right?
Yeah.
Tua.
All right. Okay. Who can explain the Mandela effect to us? Katat. The Mandela effect. Could you explain it to us, please?
Mandela effect is a phenomenon that's been happening based on the fact that we're going through this vertical Pisces, this split, and this convergence of what they call timelines, and it's basically now docking with itself, meaning that we're catching up to the point where we are supposed to be spiritually. Based on this spirit.
Okay. Anybody else have a different explanation?
I do.
Okay.
It's when a lot of people have a collective memory of something being a certain way, and then a whole nother group of people having the same collective memory but completely different. But
Exactly.
both of yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, both of them know for sure like it happened. It's just different collectives remember a different thing than from other people.
All right. Very good. Both of you. Okay. Now, Kiefer, what do you think that's evidence of? The Mandela effect. What is that evidence of?
It's evidence of being in more than one reality at the same time.
It would be evidence of like the vesica. That would be evidence of like the vesica Pisces.
Yeah, going to a new heaven and new earth, splitting.
So the split is really happening.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, that's right, Cheryl, a lot of people on 3D world, they experience Mandela dying in penitentiary. But others of us that's involved in the vesica Pisces or the new heaven and the new earth, if we make that ascension, we recognize that he was released from penitentiary and he became president of South Africa.
Wow.
Right. And that's just one example.
That's Ankh.
Say it again.
I said that's Ankh, not Cheryl. I know we sound alike.
Right. But we know this is real because we checked the Bible, we checked these products out in the stores, we checked these things. Everybody always, do you confirm these Mandela effects? Are they really happening?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's inescapable. So it's inescapable to imagine that the dimensional shift is not happening. Vesica Pisces is happening, and there are those of us that are transforming into the new heaven and the new earth, and unfortunately many are being left behind. Is that a fact?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Somebody explain to me, what are REGs? REGs. And what do they do?
It's like an electrical, it's kind of like small pins that's going through the earth, connected to the speed of the Schumann resonance, and it hits and bounces off of the inner core and the outer core of the Earth atmosphere. It causes us to have calamities in certain areas because of this.
Yeah, kind of. What REGs are little electronic devices that scientists place all over the planet, like seismometers to detect earthquakes. And these REGs pick up emotions, heightened emotion of populations.
Yes,
so that when these REGs start raising up and giving off a strong signal, they know that there's some type of traumatic event about to take place. In the same way that I told you farmers have animals, and then when they quiet, then all of a sudden they start going crazy, you know it's going to be an earthquake or something happening, right?
Yes, sir.
These REGs, or electronic devices, that can flag people to let them know when something bad is about to happen, tragic, like 9/11. The REGs went crazy before it happened. And 45 minutes after the planes hit the towers, that wasn't the cause, but after the buildings were down, the REGs leveled off again to normal. All right. Who can explain to me the Schumann resonance and what it monitors or measures.
Yes.
That's right. Vibrationally. Now, Patah, how much different is the Schumann resonance now than it was maybe 10, 20 years ago?
It's like double, at least.
Yeah, it's like double. You think that's an extreme amount, Patah?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, that's an extreme amount. So now, if we keep raising up in vibration faster and faster, you remember I told you you could take 2 Ma panels and then pound them into the ground at angles till they create like the top of a letter Y, and take 7 large rubber bands and string them from one stick to the other, starting from the bottom to the top, all the way 7. The 7th one at the widest part will be the tightest and the thinnest, and then pluck them all at the same time, strum them. They'll all start vibrating at different tones. But which one will be vibrating so fast that it'll be invisible to the eyes, the top one or the bottom one?
The top one.
That's right. So that's the Schumann resonance. The one at the top will be vibrating fast. So if it keeps raising up in vibration, if we keep raising up in vibration, will people here be able to see us? Yes or no?
No.
No.
That's right. And is that why we can't see interdimensional beings? Right?
Yeah.
Because they're vibrating too fast. But it's not spookism. Because if we vibrate fast enough, faster than the molecules in the wall, we can walk right through it, right? Isn't that what you do? Isn't that what you do, You walk through walls?
Well, I've done a couple of times, yes.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly. And all of you here that have OBEs that haven't gone through walls yet, you just don't realize that you have. I'll give you an example. You land in bed, you drift off and you go to sleep. You have a dream, and you dream you're someplace else, in the past, in another city, in another place, or across town, or at McDonald's, or with your friend. How many of you had those dreams where you were someplace, you were at a restaurant or someplace else in the city or in another place? How many of you had?
I have many times.
Yes, Dua.
The truth be told, all of you have had that experience in a dream. But what you didn't realize is that in order to get to McDonald's, you had to walk through the walls. You had to ascend up through the ceiling. So you see, it's not spookism. You do these things all the time.
Wow.
You do? You see it now?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's true. Go ahead.
Recent experience about being in a big room with some other people, and we were just milling around talking, and then Cedric the entertainer came in the door, and his eyes seemed like they were black, like no white in it at all, and he was coming at me, and in my experience, it scared me. I ain't gonna lie, and I jumped off the floor, and I got around him somehow or another. When I got to the door, I leaped up off the floor to the ground, and I started flying. So there was a building across the street, and it had windows that had been smashed out or something, brick wall and all. And it was just like it wasn't there at all. I went straight through the brick, the window, and whatever else was in my way, straight out the other side of the building wall and all, and getting away from this image that I thought was Cedric the entertainer. And then there were all these people on the ground with their hands all up, trying to drag me, but they couldn't touch me. I was just gone.
All right. Now, I want to explain to you all that when you see another person, you don't really see them. all you're seeing is light impressions of consciousness taking form and shape. An example is, if you all close your eyes right now, can you see the moon if you want to, or the sun, with your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you. You know that in astronomy you taught that the sun is 1 million times the size of the earth, right?
Yeah.
Well, now you know. So do you think that the sun can fit inside of your head? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Barring the fact that you just saw it inside your head, you figured, right?
Yeah.
So what you realize is that because you saw the sun in your mind, not in your cranium, between your temples or in your skull, your mind is infinite, infinite. That blackness is the vast extent, the void. And everything, I am in all, and all is in me. In other words, you are all the mother womb of consciousness, Fa'u. All of you are all. And everything is inside of you, including the moon and the earth and all the stars. They can fit inside of your mind. They couldn't fit inside of your head. So you see, you have an infinite mind. That is the mind of all. And your mind is where? It's omnipresent. It's everywhere at the same time, right? It's wherever you direct your focus. Your mind is there. If you want to direct your focus on your mother's there. Your father's there. Your school or your place of work is there. You can see it. Your automobile is there. You're in there. You can see yourself. Everything is in there. Whatever you focus on, it manifests. Anything that you can conceptualize, you can visualize, materialize, thereby realize or actualize, okay? First is the thought that creates the image, that creates the illusion of matter. It's all in your mind. So by that, we know that the sun doesn't really exist. Neither does light.
Wow.
Neither does light.
Yeah.
Because one of the attributes of all is that all is, always was, and always will be exactly what it is right now. Anything created has a beginning and a what?
Ending.
And ending.
Right. So when he said, or you said, let there be light, before that, there was only darkness, right?
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
So light had a beginning with the logos, the word, Fed Lux, let there be light. Sabbath and no order, let there be light. And the beginning was the word. And the beginning was the word, the logos. You created it with a thought that preceded the word. Right? You thought the sun up.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So you are indeed the creator. You are God. Don't run from it. Embrace it. Relax and let it settle over you. Say, I am the creator.
I am the creator.
I am the creator.
Let me hear you.
I am the creator.
Creator.
I'm not hearing everybody. That's right.
I am the creator.
I am the creator.
And you
I
are
am the creator.
and you are creating your own reality. That's right.
And I am creating my own reality.
All right, Cheryl. Can you give us some examples of evidences of climate change? And the Bible has said in the end days, you couldn't tell one season from another, and all these. Can you give us some examples of evidence of climate change?
Evidence of climate change would be the sun becoming hotter, the water, the floods, the earthquakes.
Hawaii?
The fires, Hawaii, the volcanoes, all that sort of thing. The climate change is also creating what do you call voids in the earth, when parts of the earth sink.
The ice melting.
Yeah.
Yeah, storms intensifying. Water.
Wells jumping out the water.
Yeah, they're trying to get out the water. But that's due to another effect because there's a dimensional shift also in the polarity on Earth. So I told you all that when you flush your toilets in the northern hemisphere, they go down clockwise. But it's at the tip of South America, close to the South Arctic, they flush it in their toilets and sinks go down counterclockwise. When that vortex flips and it starts going counterclockwise here and clockwise down there, then the dimensional shift is complete. The magnetic poles have shifted.
Wow. Messiah.
Yes.
That's happening with my toilet. This is the fourth time. And we put a brand new toilet on the other day, and it worked for 2 days. And then water started coming from the bottom of it again. And we was like, what? We got a brand new toilet. And they done set it on the first 3 times we had problems with the toilet. So he said, we're going to get a whole brand new one and put it there. And they put a new ring and everything.
Let me approach this a different way. When you wash dishes and you got water in the sink, you pull the plug out when you're through, right?
Yes.
Okay. And look at the water. It goes down clockwise like a tornado in a funnel, a vortex, right? It spins clockwise when it goes down here. But if you were living in the tip of South America and unplugged your sink, it would go down, spiral down counterclockwise.
That's right.
So now, the day you let the water out the tub or the sink and it starts going down counterclockwise instead of clockwise, you know that the polar shift is already, the magnetic shift has already happened.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes. These things are real, Mandela. These REGs, the Schumann resonance. And what was the lesson you all learned from the motor water experiments?
When you are negative or vibrating negatively at a body of water, then it creates negative, rough, scrappy patterns in the water. But and stuff like hard rock music can make the water be ugly and like that. But when you are positive and maybe there's beautiful soft music playing around the water, then the water creates beautiful, soft, lovely patterns.
All right, so when we hear, mute your phone, when we hear people saying that woman has a green thumb, does that make sense? Or you hear one woman say, I can't grow nothing, everything I get, it dies. And another woman, her friend says, every time I buy a plant, they just run wild all over the house, they grow all over the house. How many of you have heard that?
Yes,
I got one going right now.
All right, now, can you relate that to the motor water experiment for me?
Yes, when you get
what I
something
do is I learn through other people that talk softly and beautiful to your plants, and somehow or another it makes them grow real fast and green and beautiful like mine is right now. I've had it 3 years and this is very big.
All right, very good. Now, Shai, I would like to know, how would you apply that formula to relationships with people?
They're like the law of attraction. Whatever energy you put up there, you're going to get it back. I think I'm answering.
Okay, so what does the Creator mean in the Bible or scriptures when He say, "Do unto your brothers and your sisters as you would, they would do unto you"?
The law of faith
will
goes around, come around, whatever.
Right. So if you sit bad, if you're a negative person, your plants die. Right. Negative thoughts make them jagged and ugly like the water that you freeze. Beautiful thoughts and loving thoughts make everything flourish and everything shine and make it vibrant and healthy and happy, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
If you walk around with negative thoughts all the time in your relationships or interactions with people, what kind of relationships are you going to have?
Negative.
A negative one.
Negative, chaotic relationship.
And how deep does this go? If, for example, you're getting ready to have a meal and somebody prepared it for you, and before you eat your meal, you just dig in and start eating it, don't bless it or don't thank it or whatever, and you start eating it, it'll make you full, but when you get all of your nutritional value out of it, like somebody that blesses the meal, and looks on it kindly and humbly and with gratitude, you won't grow as big and strong, will you?
Nope.
No.
Yeah. So this is a thought world, then, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right. And everybody that's firmly convinced that is solid, actual, and time-bound, they live inside the box. These are the ones that's being left behind, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They don't believe in the unseen, do they?
Nope.
No.
But they swear they believe in God, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They believe in love, and they say they believe in heaven, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like the wind and magnetism, can you see love and God?
No.
No.
You can feel it.
So they do believe in the unseen when it's convenient.
Right.
Yes.
So much for the theory. So the theory of the devil just falls on bullshit. In other words, right? This is bullshit.
That's true.
The devil is full of shit. That's all it is. That's just straight out, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You tell the devil you see that with your third eye. He talking about you ain't got but two. Don't come in with that. Well, remember what I told you. Tell the devil, I'll tell you what you do. Look at my face. Now close your eyes and see if you can still see my face with your eyes closed, with your imagination. They're going to say, yeah, I can see it. Right?
Right, yeah.
Then you're supposed to ask them, but you had your two eyes closed. So you was blinded, you couldn't see. So how did you still see my face with your two eyes closed? Are you messing? You trying to trick me? You trying to trick me? You trying to trick me? You know what I'm talking about? You trying to trick me? Trying to trick me?
What if they say it's a memory?
Memory? Okay. What if you got a piece of lint on your eyebrow and they see that too, right then? Or let me ask you this. Have you, Sky, ever had a dream and you dreamed of some event? Dreamed of yourself getting into a cab or going into work or meeting some person, and it's nothing that happened in your memory. And then 2 weeks later, what you saw in your dream happened, and you told the person next to you, I saw this in my dream 2 weeks ago. Have you ever experienced that? Right.
Yes, I have.
So you can't remember so if there was a such thing as time, could we remember the future? So that just makes concrete our point that everything is here and now. There is no past, no present, no future, no here or there. Everything is. Do you understand that we are all in the same place and we're meeting on the spiritual plane on this conscious conference call? You hear me? Because physical reality can't be applied here, even though you know we're all in the same place. Because the only way that we could recognize being in the same place is if we were all in one room and we could see each other and talk to each other that way, right? But we are in the same room, but we call this a conference room, right?
Right.
So this is a meeting of the minds, isn't it?
Correct.
So if you think you're on a landline and you're calling up your friend or your relative in another state, and you figure like you're there and they're in Toledo or whatever, it's not real, is it? Because you can do the same thing with a cell phone, can't you? You can call a relative 2 states away or in England on a cell phone, and there's no wires that's connecting you from pole to pole, right? Right? No landline, no cable under the ocean, none of that. So I want to know if this is a physical reality, how can we hear you in this room from England just like you were right here in this room with us? You can't talk that loud, can you?
No.
And there's no wires connecting us. And we don't believe in magic. The truth of the matter is you've dialed into our frequency, haven't you? Just like when you look in that cable, you dial into channel 19, you can see the same thing we see on channel 19. But if you dial into channel 6, you won't see what we see, and we won't see what you see because you'll be in another room. So when you dial into this conference room, those are frequencies, right? So you dialing into our exact, like on the radio, you tuning into our exact frequency, into that station, and then we become clear to you, and you become clear to us, right?
Right.
Right. And we're all in the same place at the same time. But time and place are frequencies. There's no linear, there's no, like, an hour ago or a day from now. That's why your oversoul that is vibrating on a much higher frequency, much faster human resonance, it can see the future as easy as it can the past or the present, you see. Now you understand the book of Revelations, which means to reveal. When the prophet John was exiled to the island of Patmos, and he was taken up in the spirit on the Lord's day to receive revelations of what would be happening in the last days. That was over 2,000 years ago. And when he was taken up in the spirit, he was in the same place, but his inner being, Vesca-Pisces, was raised up in the spirit so that he could see the future just like you can see the present or the past. And he told people back over 2,000 years ago what was going to be happening in these last days. Right? Can everybody see that?
Yes.
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 All right. Now let's apply this like this. When you asked me, when you were a child riding a bike around the block for the first time, you got so happy because you didn't fall. I told you that that little boy or girl is still riding that bike around that block. But they weren't consciously vibrating fast enough to be aware of you or to see you or know you as an adult. But as an adult, all you really are is them in the future. And you're aware of yourself that you see in the mirror, and you're aware of yourself as a little boy or girl on that bike. You know that that's you in the past, and you know that that's you right now in the present. That's how extraterrestrials are coming at you again from your past through your future. Because they know that you're them as little children. Are you following me? They see you're in trouble, and you riding your bike out the street and the car is coming, so they're trying to run all the way back down that timeline and catch you before you get hit by that car. You hear me?
Wow.
Yeah, that's you. You care about yourself. That's what extraterrestrials are. They're you in the future. Write this down. Gobekli Tepe. Gobekli space Tepe. Gobekli Tepe. And Puma Punku. Puma space Punko. Ryan, are you writing these down?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody, Cheryl, spell Gobekli Tepe for me.
Gobekli space Tepe.
Very good. Sky, spell Puma Punku for me. Salahuddin, spell Puma Punku for me. I'm trying to show y'all the problem at the root of the difficulty. That's the difficulty at the root of the problem. You see that? What good is it to have a spiritual guide that you don't adhere to? I don't care what kind of truth I come with and how much proof I got and evidence and I can prove it. If you don't allow me and won't check it out, you can still walk away and say, that's what Amun said. Well, you know, but the truth is that I'm giving you verifiable facts and I'm teaching you scientifically, right? And your proof, your truth is Gobekli Tepe Puma Punku. It's REGs. It's the motor water test. It's the Schumann resonance. And the greatest proof I have is you yourself and your dreams and your spiritual for you. I can go on and on, but I can prove it through the scriptures. I can prove it through the weather. I can prove everything I'm saying. Yes, it is me, and we are one, and you are the creator. Yes, it's true. But if you have the mentality that you want God to be like Santa Claus, and y'all little boys and girls that sit on his knee and say, I want this and I want that for Christmas, you go get that's not reality. Take responsibility for who and what you really are. Malachi said y'all can't handle the truth. Is that right?
No.
I love you. That's not right.
That's not right. We can handle it.
Because if you think that's right, then I'm wasting my time.
We can handle it.
Yeah. Gobekli Tepe is important for you to research. Because that's a lost civilization that they dug up not too long ago. And apparently it's the most ancient of lost civilizations to date. They have large stone blocks and carvings with a lot of embossed animals on them. They have seals on them, pigs, buffalo, all kind of birds embossed in the stone. 80% of the animals that's carved in those rocks on Göbekli Tepe are not indigenous to that area or that continent. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Those animals are not there. But what they are close to is to the mountain that the Ark of Noah rested on. Can anybody hear me with their good ear?
Yeah.
So, what archaeologists have surmised is that when Noah's Ark rested, after 40 days and 40 nights, the land was dry. When the bird came back with the twig, and Noah opened up the doors, and they released all the animals in the world. Göbekli Tepe was in that area. And they documented all the animals they saw and rock carvings. Are you following me? But how do you prove that? I just did. But it's not going to be proved to you until you look it up. You hear me? Until you buy a plant and talk to it very nice and watch it flourish. Or you have these evil thoughts in your mind and everything you buy dies. And you wonder why you can't maintain a relationship. You got problems. And the problems are in you because you are the center of your own reality. And you create everything that comes from you. And you sending out energy, whether it's negative or positive. And energy always returns to the source of energy. It comes back. What did they say? What goes around comes around. Now I'm looking at the Earth and all the planets revolving around the sun around the galactic center, the galaxy around the center of the universe. Everything goes around, comes around, right? That's just the pattern of the universe. You're on a round Earth, and if you start running as fast as you can, you're going to eventually run all the way east till it turns west again, and you'll be standing right where you are right now. Where you think you're going? Whither to flee? There is no refuge. You can't run from yourself because you're all. You are all. You can't even outrun your own shadow. I'm serious. Because if it's high noon outside and the sun is very bright, you see your shadow on the ground next to you, and you start running as fast as you can. Whenever or wherever you stop, check, that shadow's still there. No matter how fast, that's right, do everything you do. That's right. Raise your hand. That shadow's still there. So the light can't outstrip the darkness, nor can the day outstrip the night. Because the original supreme balance is blackness. You can't get rid of it. You can have all black, but light only dreams of its dominance. It can never achieve it. Because wherever there's light, it's going to cast a black shadow. Did you hear me? I'm trying to reveal to you and uncover to you the reality of you. The reality of you. Now with that, what kind of questions have we created here?
I'm looking at
I just look at Göbekli Tepe.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead, Cheryl. You first.
Yeah.
I want to hear from you too, Marua.
I'm just looking at that now. What is that one about then? Yeah.
You see those big stones and you see those animals carved all on them?
Yeah, I saw that on the Göbekli Tepe one. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you something that's fascinating about Pumapuku. when you start talking about extraterrestrials that are actually you in the future, Pumapuku was a civilization center in South America, or is, that was elaborately built with high, sophisticated technology and tools, laser beams and what have you. And then it was just a place, a meeting place for diplomats from all societies and planets and dimensions of the world to come and meet. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And every time one of them incarnated in Pumapuku, they would send out their best artists, and they would make a stone statue portrait of, what do you call it, head, a bust of them, and place it inside the wall. So when you go to Pumapuku now and look at that wall inside the arena, you're going to see grays, reptiles, humanoids, you're going to see Olmecs, you're going to see all these different, from these planets, things you can't even describe, all these different beings that came there. Yeah, Pumapuku's still there. Of course, look it up right now. Pumapuku. It's fascinating. You have to look at it.
Yeah,
but if you look, that's right. And if you study it harder, what you're going to realize, Cheryl, is that the technology they use to build it with can't even be duplicated today. Look at the way the stone is cut precisely. They didn't use any nuts or bolts or glue or amalgam to hold them together. These blocks just slipped right into place and clamped together. And they weigh tons. That addresses the intricacy that was involved at the height of this technology that it took to build a place like that. Now, how do you explain Pumapuku or Göbekli Tepe? By looking at a Domino's pizza commercial. Yes, there are fallen angels. Because these civilizations are fallen civilizations. They look like Tinker Toys, buried under the ground and under the oceans. What they realized from civilizations like that found in India is that when they took readings of the soil samples and sand, there was evidence of nuclear fission. Atomic bombs were dropped on these places, like Sodom and Gomorrah. They know that because they know how much heat it takes to fuse sand into glass. You understand? They know it was atomic bombs dropped on Pumapuku and Göbekli Tepe and on all these ancient civilizations on Earth. Those spaces in the wall, there were blocks that were supposed to be in there. I'd have to look at it bigger on my computer. But when you look at go into it deep enough, Cheryl, you hear me, Maroy, you go into Pumapuku deep enough, listening to a video on YouTube, not just still pictures. You got to go into YouTube.
I'm on YouTube right now.
They're going to start showing you that the kind of cuts and laser cuts and that's right. You've seen it already, how it was the kind of things they did. And you're going to know that you don't have to be an engineer to know that it's goddamn impossible for people in this world to do right now. That's impossible. As far as talking about people jumping out the woods naked with bones and they know going ooga booga, you can forget that shit. That's right. I put together DVDs for y'all with that on there years ago. But now you're starting to catch up to your own work and what I've been giving you. Because your conscious now is starting to raise up to a vibration where I can talk to you more directly. And that will get that and bring it down here so I can make some copies for other people. By the way, give me my wallet. If you all will hold on and just be a little patient. I want to give you some tracking numbers, a few up here.
know what? I'm on.
Yes.
Okay. The detail is amazing. The detail is amazing for the Gobekli Tepe. I mean, it's wow. The detail on these stones are. I have no words.
When you see Pumapuku, that's gonna look like child's play to you.
Well, I've seen that before, and I've
Did you know that if you looked at it on YouTube, not just still photos, you're gonna realize that that's past any modern day engineering by light years.
Oh yes, and then the detail with the I think my favorite is the ones that have the faces.
Right.
The faces.
That's Pumapuku.
Oh, wow.
But now let me ask you, what is that evidence of to you?
Well, they were vibrating higher than than a lot of us think.
That was the angels. That was fallen angels.
Yeah.
Michael and his angels fought, and the devil and his angels fought, and they lost. There was no more space found for them in the heavens. Is Earth in the heavens, y'all? Looking at astronomy.
Yeah.
If Mercury is in the heavens, and Venus is in the heavens, and Mars is in the heavens, and Earth is in the heavens. Well, these fallen angels were in the heavens, on Earth. And the Creator called a grand assembly, and he gathered the angels, and he said, today, I'm about to create a man, not an angel, a man, of sounding clay, of black mud fashioned into shape. When I have made complete his form and blown into his nostrils of my breath, you will all then fall down and prostrate or pray to that man. And all of them fell down and prostrate and prayed to that man except Iblis. He was proud and refused. And when asked why, the Creator asked him, why did you bow down with the others? He said, because I will not bow to it. I am better than he is. You created me of a smokeless fire. Him you created of a black loam of sounding clay. I will not bow to it. But the devil was acting ignorant then like he is now, Trump, because he acted like he could hear the Creator said, when I have made complete his form, and then blown into his nostrils of my breath, my ruach, wind, spirit, my soul, I'm going in that temple. I'll be in there because I want to drop down in my own creation and be in the world, even if the world don't be now, so I can experience the nature of things and I can be close to you all and judge y'all up close. I want to make sure I see how you treat each other and how you treat me. And bless all of you all that's making donations now. Just keep it up and do it regularly, please. That is your obligation to do. And that man, when he let him go, they asked him, who were you? He said, well, when you see me, you see the Father. And they was talking about, what, he's a black nigga? No, stupid. Everybody pretending like they don't know what's inside the sun. S-U-N. They know what's in the temple, don't they? They do know, don't they, Star Moves? Healers, don't they know?
Yeah,
it's a secret. It's a secret, huh?
They know.
Yeah, they acting like they don't know. Acting like he's the same thing as these fallen angels. Talking all this physical religious bullshit. But I wanted to say that I appreciate you all. And I wanted to make sure that you could feel that I appreciate you. Even though I know a donation means just that. I want you to know that when I care about you getting where you have to go, that I mean just that. You hear me? I want you to hear me and feel me. So next time we come to class, we're going to be asking questions about Pumapuku and Quebecly Tepe. And we're going to be asking questions about the Mandela effect, astronomy, quantum physics. We're going to be asking questions on a myriad of vast and variegated subjects. So we expect you here to transform and not just be listening at the door like a polia, but really internalizing this so that we can recognize the growth in you. I seriously do love you all. But then it's not really fair because I already know we're all one. You know what I mean? I know you, me, and I know I'm you. See, I already know that. I love us, you see? And there is no us without you. Spell us. All right? Who's going to be the first one to perform? Who's going to be the first one to perform a miracle tonight, Moon Star Force? Or a moon, or a creation?
I will. I'm going outside to check now.
I love you.
I see it, sir.
All right. I see it. What you going to do with it?
In the name of Amun-Rayay, move up. Moving up.
Moving up.
In the name of Amun-Rayay. In the name of Amun-Rayay, move down. Moving down. In the name of Amun-Rayay, move in a clockwise circle. Moving clockwise.
Clockwise.
Right.
In the name of Amun-Rayay, come closer.
I didn't know you had power like that.
Closer.
Moving closer. In the name of Amun-Rayay, move back. Moving back.
Okay.
Taha.
I didn't know you was that powerful, right? You didn't know it either till you got here with us, huh? But now you know everybody, they've been lying to you all your life, right?
Tua.
Yeah. Got you praying to what out there? You see? The one you're looking to worship is you. Climb up on your own intellect and remove the mask off the face of God and wonder of wonders. It's you. This is the day that the devil feared. The day of self-realization. Remember. 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 All right. Next. What you got in D.C., Patah?
Got a star.
I see it.
All right. Move to the right in the name of Amun-Rayay.
It's dropping down there while it's moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the right. Move to the left.
Okay.
One to the left.
Yeah, it's dropping down too.
Stop.
You will get a DUI driving that star like that, Patah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
On a clockwise circle.
It's going clockwise. Keep playing around.
Yeah, I'm playing. I feel playful a little bit. I'm sorry. Yeah. You need a breathalyzer test driving like that, boy.
All right.
I'm serious. All right, Cheryl, what you got in London?
We're overcast and raining.
And raining, okay. In London, they got that weather, that climate change is so evident. All right. Sky, what you got in Virginia?
I'm stepped outside. You know I'm at work.
Okay.
Okay, I see a star.
All right. What are you gonna do with it?
Name of Amun-Rayay. Move to the right.
Going to the right.
Yeah, move a little bit. Thank you. Name of Amun-Rayay. Move to the left.
Dip down.
Move to the left.
Thank you. The name of Amun-Rayay. Go clockwise.
Clockwise.
All right, thank you.
I love you. I went off track a little bit right there. About 10 o'clock, something like that. Okay, Maroy, what you got for us?
I want all creation to come closer. In the name of Amun-Rayay, all creation. Come closer. All creation coming closer. All creation go back. In the name of Amun-Rayay. Go back. All creation going back. Go back. All creation go to the right.
Inhale to exhale, huh? Go to the right.
Yep. All creation go to the right in the name of Amun-Rayay. Going right. Go to the right. Like a little crowd. All stars go to the left in the name of Amun-Rayay. One to the left. Stop. All creation go up in the name of the Messiah Amun-Rayay. Go up. All creation go up. Going up.
Going up.
Going up. Going up. We ride too. That's right.
All right.
Wow.
Keep ahead.
That
What you
ain't
gonna
right.
do for us in Tenacity?
Whole sky cloudy.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I love you all, and I really enjoy spending time with you all. I love you more. If you all just knew how elated I am that you all waking up, you hear me, as a group, as a collective. And if you could just imagine the things we're going to be able to do, remember when two or more get together, all things are possible. When we all get to vibrating on a frequency, a certain frequency, we're going to bless each other and the entire creation. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
And we're going to use our minds to create a new heaven and a new earth. When you create the sun out there in that black mind and make that light come forth, then you know you can create the rest of the stars for the heavens, right? We're going to create a new heaven and a new earth with our own mind and drop down into our own creation. All right?
Yes, sir.
You know how wild it was the first time I told you you was going to move stars? I mean what I'm saying. Amun-Rayay, the real Messiah. I love you.